question would be like, why?
Then I wouldn't do it. Like, I don't know. I don't think like that.
But her point is that she's with a guy that she trusts. So the whole point is you trust his
why would you
decision.
trust that judgment? That's madness.
Why does he not trust your decision making?
But like, she wouldn't be with a guy that she doesn't trust. Like that's the whole point.
Wait,
like,
all right. So you're telling me, you're doing copy sales, printing sales, and your company says,
you don't
look,
want that promotion.
Listen. We're gonna double your salary. We've got an amazing opportunity for you, but it means you got to move to a different city. Yeah.
If my boyfriend or husband didn't want me to do it, I wouldn't do it.
Wow.
Why is that so amazing, babe?
Yeah, I'm really confused. I'm really confused.
What? Actually,
to be fair, I agree.
If it's based purely on,
it's like if my
but it's like the same with my dad. If I got a promotion at double my salary and my dad didn't want me to do it, I wouldn't do it because I trust my dad. I have respect.
But purely, there's no reason. He just doesn't want you to take that promotion.
Fine.
My mom was in. It's funny. My mom was in a similar situation. My mom was in a similar situation, and that's how she got 10 kids in a mansion, baby. No, seriously. She was. My mom was dating my dad. They're at 2 different schools. She really liked her first school. She had more opportunity at her first school, and my dad basically told her to either move to him or find a new boyfriend, and she moved. Then she got 10 kids. They built a multi-million-dollar business together, like because she knew that my dad was.
It's all about this instant gratification thing, like you're saying about like, would I take the double salary, or my man saying no? Like, that's on the basis of instant gratification.
Right,
and I don't believe in that.
It's the reasons why, like, it's the whole based on this.
But why does the reason matter if you trust their decision?
Yeah, because if you're picking the guy, it's like that's a guy that you see a future with.
Yeah,
you think he could be the father,
and that's investment, delayed gratification. That's investment time, and I'm investing in my relationship over my career.
In the video, right, she left her man because she was making more money, right? So in that scenario, the man's going to be insecure.
No,
right?
She didn't have to leave him. She wanted to leave him because she felt like she was the bigger one
over him.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
would you do that?
And I just wouldn't do that.
I also think a lot of guys perhaps wouldn't be insecure about it because they wouldn't think of it up front. Do you know what I mean? Because I reckon there's a load of guys out there who aren't going to think, oh, she's earning more money than me, she's going to immediately leave me. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a red pill truth that might come to bite them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of guys would be just like, oh, no, dear, you just go do you.
Yeah, I don't even think the majority of men...
They wouldn't even think that.
No.
It seems mad to me to hold anyone back in life if they got a good opportunity.
But it's selling printers in this scenario. Like, this is why I said the thing about passion. If it was something I was passionate about and there was a good cause about it, then I would have to have some kind of discussion about it. But ultimately, if he doesn't want me doing it, I'm not going to do it.
Well, it's actually crazy to me that you don't think that any guy would be worth giving up a career for. Like, to me, that's crazy. You don't think there's any guy that's worth that?
No, of course, but it depends on the situation, right? So obviously, if it's purely based on, right, you're going to get a promotion and out earn me, therefore I don't want you to take that job.
That's crazy.
That's all I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't like. No, that's not. Wait, who's in that situation?
I thought the original question was a promotion at work, and she said it wasn't about money. She said he's being cautious, and there might be other. That's what I thought you were getting at.
Yeah,
she was like, I trust him. I trust his decision making, and so why wouldn't I trust my partner?
Plus, I'd like to be with a guy who I think is more intelligent than me, so I trust that they can make good decisions for me, and thus for us.
So, are you equal to your man?
Yeah.
Depends. In what sense? Can you specify what you mean?
Well, you tell me what in what sense.
No,
when women
make better decisions
when women say
overall.
when women say they're equal to men, in that sense,
it's different. We're different, so there can't be a comparison.
There can be a comparison.
I think it's equal in terms of, there's 2 halves of a relationship, so you're 2 parts that make up one whole. But
all right, can I give you the hypothetical settings then? Mm-hmm. In the hypothetical settings, you as a woman, you pick a man that's taller than you, stronger than you, richer than you, smarter than you.
Then we're not
did more things than you.
We're not equal, are we?
And then you say you're equal.
I'm not saying we're equal.
We didn't say we were.
I'm not saying we're equal.
So you're not equal? I
said we're equal in the sense of you're 2 parts of a relationship, but you're talking about equality in the sense of who makes the decisions, who deals with the finances, who ultimately is the leader of the unit that is your relationship.
Right. So if I'm the leader of the relationship, isn't it incumbent on me anyway to tell you like what is the best decision for our family?
Absolutely.
That's what she was saying.
So
absolutely.
Right? No, I'm just going along. I'm following the chain. So why would it be weird for the husband to make that decision?
I don't think it would be weird. I trust my husband's decision.
I think he's asking.
Oh,
beard
you
gang.
asking beard gang?
I think we're talking about two complete different things here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. Like my whole point, was based on
You mean anyone?
you in a relationship with your man. You've got an opportunity to make more than him. That makes him feel insecure, and he says to you,
But you're presuming it
don't
makes
take
him
that
feel
opportunity."
insecure.
But this is what it's.
No, but,
But so I have a question.
This is
What
what
if
it's based
it was about I don't want you around those guys all day?
Well, at work.
Like there's sale, like because I worked in copier sales.
Yeah, it's mostly
like,
guys.
I was the only girl in the office. What if it's just I don't think
There's only me and one other
I
girl.
bet those.
sometimes
women don't want to usually do hard jobs.
I bet those copier sales guys are sharks as well, right?
Sharks, what do you mean?
Like they're
What does that mean?
They're top salesmen. They're very. They know what.
Well, the best salesperson is the other gal. She's really good at what she does. But like my director, like he's very sort of 80s style sales. Like he walks into a place and he sells.
But so would you think that was acceptable if he said, you know what, I don't think you being around a group of guys every day, all day is going to be good for a relationship. Acceptable or not acceptable?
What's he going to do to replace it then?
I think if he can
So if he says, all right, I don't want you working at that company, come stay at home.
So to you, it's all about bargaining. So it's about what do I get from this decision?
So if he's going to say to you, don't work at that company, and he's going to look after you,
And I need a reason.
then that's different.
So are you saying that? I'm just trying to understand your perspective. So you're saying that if he says, I don't want you at work because I don't want you around all of these guys, and you said, well, what's he going to do to make up for that? I don't view it like that. I don't need something to be made up for.
So
Like,
how are you going to live?
how am I going to live? What do you mean?
Without a job, how are you going to live?
Well, I would trust that if he's telling me he doesn't want me to work, that's because he's going to look after me. Otherwise, why would he tell me not to work?
Well, then that's what you get out of it.
Dictatorship.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm not expecting, the way you said it just made me think that you...
No, but you're still getting something out of it. Like, there needs to be something out of it.
He shouldn't just tell you, oh yeah, like quit your job now, and then you just do it. Like, of course, he has to give you some sort of reasoning behind.
Yeah, so she said
But
that.
what if you as a woman just said, you know what, let me look at other jobs that are more female, like that are work with women more.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that...
It's all about negotiation.
Well, if you don't care about your job, then fine. Do you know what I mean? Change it. Go and work in hairdressers.
But I think it just goes back to like what matters to her. Is it the man or the job? What's more important?
Isn't
the
that
family or the job?
Isn't that one a little bit tricky though? Because if he says, "Oh, there's all these other dudes in the office, so I'm not happy with that," is there a danger that's going to make him look a little bit insecure,
And
or a little
insecure
bit
as well.
needy? Do you know what I mean? Like, because if he was like the apex alpha, wouldn't he just say, "Well, I don't care because about these other dudes"?
Exactly.
Like the men in this scenario we're talking about.
Yeah, but how many men do you know is leaving their wife
Seriously.
just because they got a promotion though? Like,
That's what I'm
really?
saying. I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's nuance to it. I'd have to, it would all depend on the context of the situation. If he didn't like the people that I was around and he gave good reason for it, then like it's fine. But I guess maybe a little bit if it was just completely unjustified. He had no idea what I was like at work.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, so I would need reasoning. It's not like I'd just go, okay, I'm going to quit tomorrow. Like, but I know that I wouldn't pick a guy that wouldn't be able to give me a logical explanation.
I think that the logical reason of like, oh, you're going to have to work an extra 15 hours a week, that is solid because he's like, no, I don't want you doing that. I want you, here with us, look after the kids.
I think the work husband is solid too. You know how many marriages end in divorce because of work husbands?
No, I get it. No, so completely. I'm just saying, from a woman's point of view, though, could that not come across as being a little bit needy? Because she's like, well, hang on a minute.
Most women would take that as needy. I don't think that mindset is common.
Yeah, but Pearl, how many women stay in relationships because they have a work husband?
Oh my god! I know this is random, but there was
there needs to be a man.
What's your story? Go ahead.
it wasn't me specifically, but this guy at my old workplace, he literally slept with all the members in the gym just to keep his classes popular, like his fitness classes popular. But he tried to control the situation and say to the women, these married women, let's just keep it between us. So he was the work husband, not for one, but for all those ladies in that fitness class.
So he was a community.
But the day he got snitched on and people started complaining, he got fired.
Well, yeah.
So the work husband, this was like work husband on steroids. He was everybody's work husband. Like, unreal.
No, but relationships do stay together if the woman is satisfied, right?
Define satisfied.
Oh, so you're saying she cheats with the husband at work and gets what she needs from him and then goes home to the other husband?
Yeah, so she doesn't need to leave. So how many relationships have stayed because of the work husband
Well,
as opposed to left because of the work husband?
70% of women have to finish themselves off. So I mean, it makes
Wait,
sense.
what? What kind? What's the?
70%.
Don't give me what do you call it? Statistics, man.
Okay.
70%.
What do they go in the bedroom and check?
Like after they've had sex with their partner, because like not a lot of, well, only 30% of women can come from penetration, they then end up having to finish themselves off because they've already pleased their husband or their partners. So 70% of women tend to please themselves after, or yeah.
So
These surveys are always so one-sided. It's like, what if they ask the men about how the women were in bed? You know
Well,
what
I mean,
technically, I please myself anyway.
Wait, what?
What?
I please
How?
Too much information.
Because I'm doing the work, innit? I'm pleasing myself. You're not doing nothing. I'm doing it. So I'm pleasing
she's on
myself.
top though.
Is that why people divorce? It's because they're not pleasing each other in the bedroom?
Do you think that's wait? Do you think that's a valid reason for divorce? Your husband's not good at sex.
You should know that before you get married, to be fair.
No, let's just say
Actually-
his game went downhill after.
Yeah. What if like people obviously they believe in no sex before marriage, and then when they get married they're like, oh my, what is this?
but
But how would they know?
They got nothing to compare it to.
yeah, and
I
that's
think it is a reason for divorce actually, because I saw, and this is a bad quoting of stats here, but I saw something just the other day saying that actually falls in male libido are one of the key reasons why marriages end, because the guy goes off sex, the woman's not getting satisfied, then all of a sudden she's like, hang on a minute, what's this? And you know, and then the marriage breaks up. So I reckon it is actually a factor.
I think
If she's not getting satisfied sexually.
they make it too strategic. So in her head, she's like, all right, let's do this. I'm going to have sex once a week. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really built like that as a man. Like, sometimes the breeze might blow and I'm like, you know, I'm active now. She's like, no, we already done it. So it's like, I've got into the routine of getting it once a week. So it's like, becomes more of a routine for me as opposed to like,
yeah, but that's the problem with cohabiting, though, isn't it? Living
Just once a week.
I was waiting for there to be a pause. Like,
Once a week.
yo, that's a lot for some people.
Is that a reason to contribute to a couple divorcing?
No, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be, but I'm just saying I reckon it probably is. Because again, it's all about feels, isn't it?
well, that's why Viagra is like.
That's
one
why
of the
you get into a
top-selling
relationship
things.
in the
They even
first
sell it on-
place,
Don't
isn't
they
it?
even have ads in America on
It's not
TV
just
for Viagra?
it's not just the.
Would you stick out a sexless marriage for your children?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's loads of toys. I mean,
No.
there's loads of toys. Maybe I don't know.
It's yes or no?
Yeah.
You would stick it out?
Yeah.
I mean, I have 3 others.
But you wouldn't stick out cheating?
No.
Isn't a sexless marriage worse than cheating? At least you're getting...
I'm married. I wasn't married.
Okay,
They're different. I wasn't married.
But if you were
before.
married, you would have stuck out the cheating.
Well, yeah, it would have been harder for me to just be like, okay, we're not doing this anymore.
Okay, fair. Go ahead.
Is that how you said it? Huh? Is that how you said it?
A sexless marriage, but then you're going to be frustrated all the time. Then you'll start projecting that stress and that frustration on people. You have to get it
no.
off. Oh no.
No, you wouldn't stick it out?
Stick out.
You wouldn't stick out a sexless marriage for
no.
the kids, or wait till the kids are older.
Oh, but
So you got a 5-year-old.
You can do tantra. There's so many other ways that you can. Penetration is like probably the least element of for a woman's sex life.
one.
I think it's dependent on the reasons why, you know, like if it's due to like medical issue or like busyness or something like that, I feel like that's workable. But if it's due to like a complete lack in like attraction for your partner, and I don't really think that's, you know.
Okay, so no.
It depends.
Okay, so
yeah.
let's say he just has a low sex drive now.
A low sex drive. I mean, yeah, I would say.
You'd stick it out?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Would you stick it out, Amiri?
Yeah, of course.
He's got 4.
With
With his 3 other wives.
There's a reason
forgot
why
about
I'm low. You get me?
I got 4.
I'll stick it out.
You'd stick it out.
Yeah, it depends how long for though.
The rest of your life.
No, of course not. What's the point?
Innit?
I found out the most interesting stat. I want to pull it up. The sexless marriage is very different by age. So it's like of people married over 70, 54% are sexless. So if you make it to 70, you're probably half are sexless. And then it's like 60 to 90 is 38%. And then 50 to 59 is 22%. And married people 40 to 49, 8%. So it's like very much dependent on age.
Yeah, but isn't that how it's meant to go though? Because like as you get older, it becomes more of a companionship deal, and you know.
Yeah.
I get probably.
Also, your body is less.
You're like,
You can't really
Can
be
you
like
bother?
that. I've also heard that like nursing homes have the worst STD rates.
yeah.
How?
They're getting it
Girl,
on.
because you're putting a bunch of people in a home that.
What else have you got to do?
They're,
You know?
They're living
Flick the
their
bean.
Wow.
Flick the bean.
No one's got to worry about getting pregnant as well, so that's why they don't strap up.
Oh my god.
That's true. It's dry out
So it
here.
just spreads.
have
Or
you?
probably they just forgot to strap up. Since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they do in those homes?
Have sex.
Apparently have lots of sex.
Have sex and get STDs. But where did they go?
I can't
Where did the
imagine an
STDs
87-year-old.
start
Joe
from?
Biden. Joe
if
Biden.
they're
Do you reckon
all-
he's still?
Huh?
Joe Biden. Do you reckon he's
Is he not
still having it?
having it?
I don't think.
What's the statistical probability?
I've never thought of that question.
She's like, and I don't want to.
It's 50-50 apparently. Because what is he like 70?
Yeah.
70.
He looks about 90.
I don't think he's awake enough at the time. to
Mate,
be honest.
70. Joe Biden can't be 70.
Sleepy Joe ain't getting down.
70 something.
Like 80.
No, he's 70 something. I think.
Yeah, 70 something.
How old is Trump? I think
He's
he's older
also-
than
In his
Trump.
70s as well.
Yeah.
Trump's 74, isn't he?
Joe Biden's older than Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sleepy Joe.
yeah, Sleepy Joe gets active though.
Do you guys think that the fact that 50% of women are projected to be single and childless reflects the quality of the men or the quality of the women?
The quality of the women, because men obviously hold the access to relationships. So at the end of the day, like if it's turning out that 50% of us are going to be single and childless by, I think it's like 30.
2030.
Yeah. Well, that obviously says that we're not doing something right, because that is scary. That's so sad.
Isn't that crazy? That's 50% of us.
So depressing.
Not you.
Not me.
Yeah, 50% of us in the room will be single and childless by 2030.
It's a cold world out there.
That
guys.
is.
So much so that like big banks are investing in cat food, boxed wine, like all the things that come with single women.
Thanks for telling me. I'm going to invest. Stocks.
What do you think? Is it the quality of the men or the quality of the women?
I think the quality of choices of the women.
Okay, expand on that.
Well, even my choice to be a single parent, you know, if technically I could be a single lady with cats, so I'll still be buying cat food, won't I, and drinking wine. I might have kids with me, but I mean, I think that young women need to make better choices, 100 logical choices, and actually just think ahead, like you were saying earlier, like the quick gratification. Like, I never used to like think further than what I needed in that moment. So it's like and how I communicate with my daughter now is very different to how my mum communicated with me. So I think just choices, because your choices that you make now are going to affect your life for the rest of your life. Well, when you're young.
What would you do differently if you could go back?
To 16?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have my children. I wouldn't have had my daughter at 16.